Welcome back to Lighthouse. This is Lana Scott. This is a reading for the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. For those of you that have Lightworker energy, I'm doing a short series on this just to give y'all an idea of some of the things that are going on for those that are Lightworkers. And I'm just doing general energies for right now. And what I have today for you guys is I have seen and unseen, or unseen and seen. I'm sorry. So unseen, what we have going on is the divine grace of the law of efficiency. And what this card's talking about, it's time for your life to become easier. Okay. It's talking about walking in the way of divine grace, having trust, acceptance, and not having to worry about making things happen. This card's talking about acting without attachment and trust that all is going to be as it's supposed to be. It's talking about surrendering, okay, for everything in your life to come up, life to serve you with love, happiness, kindness, okay? And it's saying that this is the most efficient way that you can use your energy at this time and will lead to the best results, okay? So this is talking about working smarter rather than harder, and letting, going along with the natural energy of things instead of fighting and struggling, like planting the seed at the right time. Instead of waiting, like if you had a garden and you wanted to grow something, right? Instead of doing it in the summer or in the dead of winter, you would do it in early spring, right? Because if you did it in the middle of winter, the odds are against that your seed would grow to fruition, right? So that's what it's talking about. It's saying learning to listen. It's talking about tuning into what feels right or wrong at any given times. And sometimes you want to push forward, yet you might feel like your intuition's telling you, no, now you need to slow down, okay? And I recently went through this myself. I went through a couple of weeks where it felt like every reading I did was wrong. It felt like everything, a decision I was making, it just felt like I was in a period of needing to just take a rest, right? So I did a lot of that. I did extra naps. And I'm not one to take naps, guys. I did extra resting, extra putting my feet up, kind of taking it easy and just letting my mind just shut off. Okay, so that's what this is talking about. Because the universe has its own natural cycles. We have winter, spring, summer, fall, right? So everything that you can dream can come to completion in due course, divine timing. So this is talking about working with the currents and the energies of life and taking time to enjoy each one of them as it comes along. Okay, so this also can be known as the path of least resistance. You can find the strength to let go and trust that the universe knows what it's doing. And guys, trust me, I am one of those people that have a hard time with saying, okay, even though this doesn't feel right away, I'm going to trust that you are guiding me in the right direction, right? A lot of times I have a hard time with that. But I am, at my age, learning to even slow down more, trust in what I'm feeling, where the spirit guides, the universe is wanting me to go, okay? So this is what it's telling you today, is what is unseen or seen by you is it is a time to slow down, take it easy, to figure out where you're going, okay? And then the next thing we have in the unseen is we have karmic clearing. Now, guys, this card is talking about outgrowing a level of consciousness to where there may be particular past wounds, issues, or struggles that you've had, okay? And it's talking that you're outgrowing this, okay? Or out learning it, or however it is that you apply that of letting it go of. So it's talking about outgrowing that consciousness issues that need to release their grip on you, or how you perceive them, right? So you're receiving divine notice that your karma is clearing through a combination of your own efforts and also from the divine. Like maybe your spirit guides and angels are giving you messages that they're saying pay attention to, okay? Maybe you have an old old wound or something from the past that you need to let go once and for all, guys, write it down on a piece of paper and burn it. So this is talking about things that you are seeing, things that you are feeling. Maybe you need to just go into a meditation, or maybe do some journaling, writing down, what old wound do I have? Okay, there's different exercises. And guys, I've been getting a lot of messages about guided meditations. So maybe you could just meditate, take a couple of deep breaths, take, what is it they say? Take in four breaths, and then release, or take in a breath to the count of 4, release to the count of 6, so that you let more out so that your brain can cycle down. And then ask the universe or your spirit guides, give me what does it feel like if I have a yes answer? Okay, and feel what that feels like around your heart chakra area. Also, they say find out what a no answer is. So like maybe you could ask, is your name something that it's not? Or what is your, like my mother's name was Helen. Maybe you could say, okay, was my mother's name Pat? And it wasn't. Take a deep breath to the count of 4, release to the count of 6, ask that question, and see what you see in your heart chakra where it feels like a yes. What, that's going to be a no, right? What does it feel like to get a no answer? Say you want to ask and feel like what a yes answer is. Take a breath into the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Release to the count of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then ask, is my name, and insert your name. What does that feel like to get a yes answer? Okay. That's a good way of being able to ask questions of yourself. Okay. So for this karma clearing, karma's not punishment. It's your soul's lesson for this lifetime, right? It's the way you grow and develop. So positive karma is seen in skills, talents that you've had over many lifetimes. When things flow really easily for you because you've learned it in a past life. So when opportunities flow easily and healing happens, there's a sense of positive karma, an easy grace that just effortlessly takes place, right? So this is what happens when you are clear enough of your own past pain to be able to have little resistance between you and the natural flow. Now, more challenging is revealed in the lessons that you're still learning. And these can usually appear in the guise of painful circumstances or things that keep repeating, right? So if that feels like that's something that keeps happening, do that yes or no. Is this thing happening again? Do it where it can be a yes or no. Maybe ask a question of, is this possibly, maybe you even have a question of, okay, if I'm suffering from an old wound, could it be this? All right, is what I'm feeling or what I'm trying to let go of or needing to let go of, is the old wound this? And then do the 4, 6, ask the question, and see if you get the yes or no answer you have already gotten for yourself. Sometimes I have found that can be a way to clarify something that you think may be bothering you if you're not sure. That's come through a meditation. Okay, so that's just a little thing there for you guys. So at any rate, when you're working through let's see. Challenging karma is revealed in lessons that we're still learning, right? So those painful circumstances and reactions that repeat, that you can ask a question to. And sometimes the challenging thing is learning to master a particular thing in your lifetime, okay? So with any education, the higher level of training that you give yourself, the more demanding the work is. And when you work through big challenges, it's often a sign that you're on an advanced spiritual path. And guys, you have to sometimes discern that for yourself, because sometimes we'll ask, you'll want to know, why does this keep happening? Or why do I always feel like I'm struggling? And if you feel like you're on an advanced spiritual path, you may ask, well, why do I have to struggle if I'm advanced or something? So, well, no, of course you don't. You just have to master your lessons, find that you develop a way to live your life now peacefully, right? Because it would be incorrect to interpret a struggle as a sign that you're not progressing spiritually. And sometimes the more painful a struggle is, the more difficult it is to release things that, have memories and scars that can hurt us, or that we have stuck on us. So because the spiritual worlds know, your guides and angels know that you need divine intervention to help clear patterns. And guys, sometimes I know for my own self, patterns have come up again and again and again. And I've had to actually try to figure out or realize that it is a pattern, because sometimes we don't know, right? So you have to clear karma by learning to trust, relax, and ask the divine to help you to heal that, and break patterns and things that are no longer good for you. Okay, so take responsibility for your own healing. This card saying, do all that you can. Trust that the universe will help you to handle everything so you can progress. So if you've been struggling with any long-term issue, this comes as a sign that the universe wants to step in and assist you. So ask your spirit guides or angels that yes or no question to find out what it is, if you have an idea of it, of how to get rid of that, okay, or if that's exactly what it is. So they do have an invocation with this karma clearing card, and I'm going to read it to y'all right directly out of the book. It says, and y'all can go, if you want to come back to it, you can go through the video, write it down, and work on it if that's what you would like to do. I call upon the karmic board of ascended beings, angels, guides, and holy ones who love me unconditionally, and ask for your divine blessing, healing, and assistance. I open myself up to divine grace, divine love, karmic absolution. I choose to surrender my attachment to the suffering I've experienced. I have learned and been willing to go through this experience, and yet I'm now willing to learn and grow through a higher vibrational experience of love. Through divine authority and my own free will, this karmic clearing manifests now according to the highest law of love. May this blessing reach into the hearts of all beings according to divine compassion, mercy, and grace. So mote it be. And that is directly out of the book, guys, because I wanted to give y'all a little something that if you needed, for the karmic clearing to work on, if you wanted something to have to actually do in a prayer every day or a meditation every day. Okay. So guys, this is what I have for the, I'm so sorry. This is what I have for the water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Guys, I really love this card. I love what this card talks about clearing your karma and wanting to quit struggling with some things or letting go of old wounds, old things that just make you sometimes feel stuck. Okay, so that's what I have for y'all today. Guys, be a light in the darkness. Lana Scott Lighthouse.